TOEFL listening section is a crucial part of the test that assesses your ability to understand spoken English. This section consists of 4 to 6 academic lectures and conversations, each followed by several questions. The main aim of this section is to evaluate your ability to comprehend the main ideas and significant details of spoken material, as well as to understand the speaker's attitude and purpose. In order to excel in this section, it is important to sharpen your listening skills and practice focusing on essential information while ignoring distractions. Familiarizing yourself with various accents and speech patterns will also prove to be beneficial for the TOEFL listening section. Keep in mind that effective note-taking can significantly enhance your understanding of the listening material. By appropriately outlining and summarizing key points, you can improve your ability to recall crucial details when answering questions. In the simulated mini TOEFL listening test, you will encounter a set of questions that reflect the format and style of the actual TOEFL listening test. This section is designed to help you practice and improve your listening skills by exposing you to a variety of accents, speech patterns, and conversational styles. As you work through the questions, pay close attention to the details and nuances of the spoken content, as this will prepare you to effectively comprehend and respond to similar material in the real TOEFL listening test. Remember to take notes as you listen and to manage your time wisely, as these strategies will be invaluable for maximizing your performance on test day. Now that you've completed the mock TOEFL listening test, it's time to review your performance. Take a moment to reflect on your strategies and techniques during the test. Did you manage your time effectively? Were you able to stay focused and attentive throughout the listening passages? Consider how you approached the questions and whether you were able to identify key information accurately. Additionally, think about any challenges you encountered and how you might address them in future practice sessions. It's important to use this review process as an opportunity for self-assessment and improvement. By analyzing your performance, you can identify areas for growth and develop a plan to enhance your listening skills. This reflective practice will be beneficial as you continue to prepare for the TOEFL exam. To excel in the TOEFL listening section, effective time management is crucial. Here are some strategies to help you make the most of the limited time allocated for each question. First and foremost, familiarize yourself with the format of the listening section. Understanding the structure and types of questions will enable you to anticipate what is coming next and allocate your time accordingly. Next, practice active listening. This means engaging with the audio content by taking notes and identifying key points while listening. This approach not only aids in comprehension, but also helps in recalling information when answering questions. Another valuable strategy is to prioritize questions. As some questions may be more time-consuming than others, it is wise to tackle the easier ones first and then allocate more time to the challenging ones. Additionally, make use of any breaks in the audio to quickly review and organize your notes. This will ensure that you are well prepared for the upcoming questions and can answer them more efficiently. Lastly, keep an eye on the clock and manage your time wisely. Set a target time for each question and stick to it to ensure that you complete the section within the allocated time frame. By implementing these time management strategies, you can optimize your performance in the TOEFL listening section and improve your overall score. Now, let's talk about the importance of note-taking while staying focused during the TOEFL listening section. Many test takers struggle with maintaining focus while listening to the audio. This can lead to missing out on important information. One effective strategy to counter this is to take concise notes while listening. This not only helps in retaining information, but also aids in staying focused. When you're able to listen actively and take meaningful notes, you're better equipped to answer the questions accurately. Moreover, your notes can serve as a reference point when you're formulating your responses. In the next segment, we'll discuss some techniques to sharpen your note-taking skills and maintain focus during the test. As you progress in your TOEFL preparation journey, building stamina for consecutive listening exercises becomes increasingly important. Developing the ability to maintain focus and comprehension over an extended period of time is key to performing well in the listening section of the TOEFL exam. This requires consistent practice and strategic preparation. To build stamina for consecutive listening exercises, it's essential to implement a structured practice regimen. Start by incorporating regular listening exercises into your daily study routine. Aim to gradually increase the duration of these exercises, pushing yourself to sustain concentration for longer periods. Additionally, mimic test conditions by simulating uninterrupted listening sessions to mirror the experience of the actual exam. Furthermore, work on strengthening your attention span by engaging in activities that require sustained focus, such as reading lengthy passages, solving complex problems, or participating in extended discussions. These activities help condition your mind to maintain concentration and process information consistently. Incorporating mindfulness techniques can also be beneficial for building stamina. Practicing mindfulness meditation can enhance your ability to stay attentive and present during listening exercises, ultimately improving your endurance and focus. Lastly, remember to utilize effective time management strategies during practice sessions. Allocate specific time blocks for consecutive listening exercises and monitor your progress. Gradually extending the duration of these exercises will contribute to the development of your stamina and overall preparedness for the listening section of the TOEFL exam. By implementing these strategies and consistently challenging yourself, you can effectively build the stamina needed to excel in consecutive listening exercises, ultimately positioning yourself for success in the TOEFL exam. Now that you have completed the TOEFL listening mock test, it's essential to evaluate your performance. Self-evaluation is a crucial aspect of test preparation, as it helps you identify your strengths and areas for improvement. One effective technique for self-evaluation is to review each question you answered, paying close attention to the ones you got wrong or were unsure about. Take note of the types of questions that posed a challenge for you, whether it was related to specific accents, vocabulary, or listening for specific details. Another helpful self-evaluation technique is to time yourself during the review process. This will give you an indication of how well you managed your time during the actual test. Additionally, consider seeking feedback from a tutor or language expert to gain insights into your performance and receive valuable tips for improvement. As you undergo self-evaluation, set specific goals for your next practice session based on your findings. For instance, if you struggled with note-taking, focus on enhancing your note-taking skills in the next practice test. Ultimately, self-evaluation is a valuable tool for honing your listening skills and boosting your overall performance in the TOEFL exam. Now let's dive into interpreting your TOEFL listening mock test score. Understanding your score breakdown is crucial for identifying areas of strength and areas that may require improvement. First, take a look at your overall score. This will give you a general indication of your listening proficiency. If you scored well overall, congratulations. You have a strong command of the listening skills required for the TOEFL exam. However, if your score is not as high as you'd hoped, don't be discouraged. There are specific areas within the listening section that influenced your score. Next, examine the subsection scores. These will show you how you performed in different aspects of the listening test, such as understanding main ideas, supporting details, and organizational patterns, as well as understanding relationships between ideas. This breakdown will help you identify which skills you excel in and which you might need to focus on improving. Additionally, pay attention to your performance on specific question types, such as multiple choice, summary completion, and matching. Knowing which question types you struggled with can guide your study efforts and help you understand where you need to dedicate more practice time. Finally, use your score report to set specific goals for improvement. Perhaps you need to work on identifying implied meanings or understanding the attitudes of speakers. By pinpointing your weaknesses, you can tailor your study plan to address those areas and ultimately improve your overall listening skills. Remember, interpreting your TOEFL listening mock test score is not just about understanding the numbers. It's about using that information to shape your study strategy and ultimately achieve your desired score on the actual exam. After completing the TOEFL listening mock test, it's essential to focus on the next steps and available resources to further enhance your skills. One valuable resource is the official ETS website, where you can find a range of practice materials and sample questions to help you familiarize yourself with the format of the test. Additionally, consider seeking out TOEFL preparation books and guides, as they offer comprehensive strategies and tips for each section of the exam, including the listening component. Moreover, engage in regular practice sessions by listening to a variety of English audio content, such as lectures, conversations, and radio shows. This can aid in improving your listening comprehension and overall language proficiency. Furthermore, exploring online forums and discussions related to the TOEFL test can provide insights and advice from individuals who have already taken the exam. Lastly, consider seeking guidance from a TOEFL instructor or tutor who can provide personalized feedback and targeted practice exercises. By taking advantage of these resources and maintaining a consistent study routine, you can significantly enhance your listening skills and overall preparedness for the TOEFL exam. In conclusion, we hope that this TOEFL listening mock test review has provided you with valuable insights and strategies for approaching the listening section of the exam. Remember to practice active listening, take thorough notes, and familiarize yourself with various accents to boost your confidence on test day. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe to our podcast for more test prep tips and resources. Thank you for tuning in, and best of luck with your TOEFL preparations. Until next time, goodbye and happy studying.